We're not scared of anyone who has invited us to the war. We are here today to accept the war and to accept that we are enemy number one of the white monopoly capital. And we will not be defeated.
Africa is one. Why do you want to extend your territory as a country? For what? Because we want one Africa with one currency, with one military, with one judiciary, with one president of the United Republic of Africa. We need Africa to be bigger in order to fight all of these people.
That's why we will be the most hated people, because we want you not to be treated like monkeys, because you are not monkeys. And anyone who says you are not monkeys is an enemy of those who see you as monkeys.
National shutdown 20 March. We don't apply for nothing. We can't apply for that which is given to us by the Constitution. It is our constitutional right to protest. Tomorrow in Parliament, we call on all members of Parliament to do the right thing. Do not vote against the Constitution in defense of a criminal.
It is white people who must be ashamed of what they've done to us. You cannot turn tables now and want to blame me for the crimes committed by white people. It is a white regime that killed children in 1976. It is the white regime that killed children in the 80s and in the early 90s. It is white people who engaged in the wars of dispossession and forcefully took our land and our cows. Why can't you take responsibility? Why can't you for once just say sorry for the crimes we've committed against you?
She's never here. We must not talk because we're scared to go to jail or being disrespected. It can't be. We have rights, and our rights must be respected. It's a load shedding. We're starting at 11. It doesn't matter what time you start. You start at 1, you start at 2. She's going to be late.
You, of course, have been convicted of hate speech in the past. There was, of course, the whole trial about your use of the Kill the Boer song, which you were responsible and your supporters were responsible for airing many times, and which in the end the courts convicted you of hate speech for using. You actually face new allegations of using hate speech toward white people in the last few months. Do you think that you are responsible for some of the rising tensions in your country today?
If I was responsible for rising tensions in my country today, what you see is picnic. It could have been worse than that if I was commanding it.
There is no song, kill the Boer, kill the farmer. That's a chant. We over-explained it in court. If you have a problem with it, go to the records of the courts. And I won in court. The court said there's nothing wrong singing kill the Boer, kill the farmer. When they favor Helen Zille, we must respect them. When they don't favor Helen Zille, we must not respect them. There is a court decision that must be respected. Those who have appealed it, they must go and fight it in court. We won, and we shall sing this song in line with the court decision. The Court of South Africa, an independent court, has made a declaration on this matter and is closed.
You know, one thing I like about Nigerians is not about these things that you accuse them about. A Nigerian man, if he comes in here and speak, you won't doubt that this man has got confidence. So white people refer to them as being rude. That's why in Nigeria you don't find a lot of white people. Because when you speak to them and they don't hear properly, yes, what do you mean by that? What do you mean? And then you think he's fighting, like, no, he wants to understand what he's not fighting. But you, they taught you that if you don't hear, sorry, sir,
Can you repeat that? So they enjoy that. They enjoy this submissive attitude of a black man because to them you are boys and girls.
The United States of America, France, China, Russia, and United Kingdom convene all 54 heads of states and government for a meeting, and they all go following each other like Casey and Jojo as heads of states to listen to one head of state, 51 of them. Sometimes they disrespect them to a point where they put all 54 heads of states of Africa in a school bus to go and listen to one head of state. I don't know if you'll regret inviting me after this. But my problem is that I tell my truth as is. And I say it to authorities without fear or favor.
I vote no.
I vote no.
The answer is no.
The vote is no.
I vote no.
Angivumi.
As a disciplined member of the ANC, I vote no.
No. No. No. No.
No. No. No.
No. Cha.
With my conscience, I vote no.
No.
Cha. Angvum.
Uno omkhulu.
Someone said, we are the kingmakers. We are not the kingmakers. We are the king. It must be exposed for what it is. It's a kiss between DA, Steenhuisen, and Herman Mashaba. They are kissing each other. The same way Helen Zille kissed Mampela Rampela. And then Mampela Rampela died from that poisonous kiss. With poisoned thin lips.
When we were fighting the whites, and then when we arrived here, we defeated them. Right? But then we defeated them here, then we settled here.
I want to warn a president because there is more. There is more. There is more where money is counted in the plane. There is more where money in dollars with faces of people is counted in the plane. Let them continue to push Fraser. There is more that these people have been doing in this country, bringing money illegally, engaged in money laundering, in illicit financial flows without being held accountable.
You asked Mr. Ramaphosa to sit down first. I'm standing. No, when a point of order is called, Speaker, the Speaker must sit down. You can't have two speakers standing at the same time. Please follow the procedure.
Honorable Malema.
I'm rising on Joint Rules 14S. And we can't both stand, Speaker.
Honorable Malema, I asked you, you said you have a point of order.
Yes.
And I said, what is the point of order? And I allowed you to go ahead.
But, please, Speaker, in terms of procedure, the President must sit down.
I will order the President to sit down if I feel it is necessary for him to do so. I will. No, sit down, honorable members.
Honorable Speaker, it's not the rules. That's not how it works. Honorable Speaker, I think we are, as honorable members, violating the joint rules of this House by allowing Mr. Ramaphosa to speak here because he has taken this parliament to court. And by taking this parliament to court, he has passed a motion of no confidence on this parliament. And he can't have his cake and still eat it because until the court has resolved on the dispute between us as parliament and him, he's got no leg to stand before us as a legitimate body to address us. And therefore, I ask that the Speaker
should actually declare this meeting closed because he had no right even to convene us to come here. How can he convene the people that he has taken to court? And in that court, Speaker, you are the first respondent. Effectively, he has taken you to court. And that if he wins this case, it means that this body has acted unlawfully against him. We have a matter with him before court, and the right thing to do will be that we should allow the court to make a ruling before we can interface in the manner we're doing, because the president has declared a motion of no confidence against his own parliament, something that has never happened.
Thank you.
President Mbeki can confirm that since 1994 we have seen this mess with what is before us now. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Malema. This session has not been convened to discuss any other matter other than the one which I have just stipulated. Allow us, Honorable Malema, to allow the President to present his State of the Nation. I also would not want us to have a dialogue, Honorable Members. Yes.
With due respect, Honorable Speaker, you cannot say that this event is called only to perform one item only. If that was the case, the joint rules were not going to allow the point of orders. Though the founders of this parliament knew that there might be a necessity, even when we are convened in this manner, for members of parliament to raise issues that are damaging the image of this institution. And I've raised that matter, and I would like you to consider it and not just dismiss it on the basis that we are here to listen to one item only. The rules were not going to provide for point of orders if we are only subjected to listen to one item. And therefore, I think the Speaker is out of order in that regard.
Honorable Malema and honorable members, there is nothing, absolutely nothing, stopping the President from addressing the House.